Hello, my fellow actors. Welcome back to Casting Actors Cast, the podcast for actors from a casting director. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach, and today we're talking about something that quietly sabotages more auditions than lack of talent, lack of training, or lack of experience combined. Overthinking. Yes, the invisible career killer. Today's episode is called The Overthinking Trap. All coming up right now on Casting Actors Cast.
Casting Actors Cast, what a show! With Jeffrey Dreisbach, we're ready to go. From agents to gigs, learn what you lack. Tune in every week, we're bringing you back.
You've done more auditions than a casting director has said, thanks, we'll be in touch. It's time you got serious and learned acting strategies, audition secrets, and tips to grow. Get the Actor's Playbook for Getting Cast. Booked It by Jeffrey Dreisbach. Available right now. Also introducing Next Level Auditions, the online video course. Why not get both? Call it the Ultimate Audition Toolkit. You won't find these on sale because they're worth every penny. If you're serious about your acting career, this is your next step. This is your moment. Let's make it count. CastingActorsCast.com. Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of Casting Actors Cast. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach, a casting partner with McCorkle Casting in New York. Nice to see you. This is called The Overthinking Trap. And before we get into it, I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Please check out the website, castingactorscast, all one word.com. You're going to find some freebies and some information called Jeff's Jots, which are corresponding show notes. My book is out. My course is available. It's all at Casting Actors Cast. Just fill out the form that says dive into the talent pool. And if you like what you hear today, please consider leaving me a like, a share. A review would be phenomenal. I would really appreciate that. All right, let's jump into the subject, shall we? Let me first start by sharing with you a truth that, you know what, this might sting a little. Most actors who don't book are not underprepared. That's right. They're overprepared. Now, before anyone panics, I am not suggesting you stop preparing. Preparation is essential. Preparation is your foundation. Preparation is your safety net. But overthinking? Overthinking is fear dressed up as discipline. And casting can see it instantly. There is a specific energy that walks into an audition room when an actor is overthinking. It feels tight. It feels cautious. It feels like someone trying not to make a mistake instead of someone trying to tell a story. And you know, storytelling is what books jobs. You do know that. Not perfection, not caution, not calculation. Story. Often for young people, I say this. Guess what? School is over. Your audition is not for a grade. Here's what overthinking actually looks like from the casting table. All right, picture this. The actor comes in. They're polite, they're prepared, they're focused. They start the scene, but instead of watching a human being experiencing something in real time, we watch someone carefully executing choices they rehearsed at home. Every beat feels placed. Every pause feels measured. Every reaction feels decided in advance. Technically correct. Disconnected. But real moments are not pre-planned. Real moments unfold. Real moments surprise even the person experiencing them. The best auditions I ever see are the ones in which the actor is actually surprised in real time by their own choices. You see, when an actor overthinks, they replace discovery with control, and control is the enemy of truth. All right, somebody write that down. Control is the enemy of truth. Let's talk about why actors overthink in the first place. It's not because they're insecure. It's not because they're inexperienced. And it's definitely not because they lack talent. Actors overthink because they care. They want to get it right. They want to impress. They want to be chosen. So they plan every inflection, every pause, every movement, every emotional shift. But guess what? Here's the problem. The more you plan, the less you listen. And listening is where acting lives. Acting does not live in your preparation, it lives in your response. If you are busy remembering what you decided to do, you cannot respond to what is actually happening. See, casting doesn't hire actors who demonstrate decisions. We hire actors who experience the moments. There is a massive difference between those two things. And let me tell you something casting directors say all the time after their auditions. They say, after you've left the room, you've auditioned, you've left the room, whether it be on Zoom or whether it be live, the casting director says, that one felt alive. They almost never say, that one was technically precise. Active, alive, that books. Precise auditions do not. So, how do you stop overthinking? You don't stop preparing, right? You change what preparation means. Most actors think preparation means deciding how they will perform. Professional actors know preparation means understanding what is happening so they can simply let it happen. Preparation should give you freedom, not rigidity. And now, here is a simple shift that changes everything. Instead of asking, how should I say this line? Ask, why am I saying this line? One question leads to performance. The other leads to behavior. And behavior is always more interesting to watch. That's absolutely true. And when actors overthink, they perform results. When actors trust, they play emotions. Casting always chooses action. So here's a practical example. Let's say the line is, I didn't expect to see you here. All right, that's the line. Now listen, an overthinking actor decides the tone, the meaning, the intention, the backstory, the emotional color, the tempo, the facial expression, and physical stance. Even how they're going to stand before they actually walk into the audition room. A present actor decides only one thing: what they want from the other person. That's it. Because if you know what you want, your body, your voice, your timing, and recognition will organize themselves naturally. Want organizes behavior. Planning organizes presentation. Behavior feels real. Presentation feels acted. Casting hires real. Another truth from the audition room: the actors who book most often are not the actors who make the most interesting choices. They are the actors who make the cleanest, clearest choices. You see, clarity is absolutely watchable. Confusion is tiring. Overthinking often leads actors to, pile on layers. They add complexity, nuance, invention, cleverness, all kinds of stuff. But casting is not looking for complexity. Casting is looking for truth. Truth is simple. Truth is direct. Truth is grounded. Truth is specific. The moment an actor starts trying to be interesting, they stop being believable. Believability is your currency, not originality. Originality is a byproduct of truth. Now, here's something I want you to remember for the rest of your career. You cannot indicate and experience at the same time. If you are showing emotion, you are not feeling emotion. If you are demonstrating behavior, you are not living behavior. The camera knows the difference always. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest overthinking traps actors fall into. And we're going to do that right after this message. So, what is one of the biggest overthinking traps actors fall into? The fear of silence. Many actors rush because silence feels dangerous. But silence is where life happens. Silence is processing. Silence is listening. Silence is truth. When you rush to your next line because you planned the timing at home, you eliminate the possibility of discovery. Discovery is magnetic to watch. Planned timing is predictable. Predictable is forgettable. Memorable actors allow moments to land on them before responding. They receive before they send. That is presence. Here's a test you can try at your next rehearsal. Do the scene exactly as planned. Then do it again and allow yourself to be surprised. 9 times out of 10, the surprise version, the one that you don't think about, that feels alive. Why? Because you're not reciting anymore. You're reacting. Casting is not watching to see you remember your choices. We're watching to see if you can forget them. Forgetting preparation is the final step of preparation. Okay, that was really good too. So let's just think about athletes. They, well, you know this. You watching the Olympics, they train relentlessly so that in the game, they don't think, they trust. Actors must do the same thing. Preparation is rehearsal, audition is play. If you bring rehearsal energy into the audition, it feels practiced. If you bring play energy into the audition, it feels real. Now, let me just take a moment and share this with you. I often tell actors to say to themselves, an audition is not an event. Well, I think that's really, really healthy. I also sometimes go on to say, if you could treat the audition like it's the first day of rehearsal, then you're in a different energy. You're in a different frame of mind because you're collaborating. You're looking forward to working with others. You have a different mindset when you know you've already booked the job. That is not what I'm saying here. Because if you bring that sense of play into the rehearsal room, then that energy in that audition, it feels real. I think that playfulness is one of the most bookable qualities an actor can have, not comedy, playfulness. The willingness to explore, to adopt, to shift, to respond, to be affected. Playfulness tells casting you are directable. Directable actors get hired. Rigid actors, they get remembered, but not rehired. Here's the sentence casting directors love to say. They were great to work with. I say that all the time. I get calls all the time from directors or producers that are interested in an actor. And if I know the answer, I'm going to tell them, this actor is so great to work with. You're going to love him. Now, notice that sentence has nothing to do with performance quality, right? It has everything to do with experience quality. If working with you feels easy, collaborative, alive, and flexible, you become valuable. Value books work. Now, let's talk about how to practice owning the moment starting today. When you rehearse, stop locking choices. Instead, lock intentions. Your intention is your anger. Your delivery is your sail. Sails move with the wind, anchors stay grounded. If your intention is clear, your performance can change every time and still be truthful. That is what directors want. They don't want a finished product. They want a responsive instrument. You are the instrument. The scene is the music. Your partner is the conductor. Okay, how about that for a metaphor? If you're too busy remembering how you planned to play the note, you missed the cue. Missing cues is what overthinking does. Owning the moment is what presence does. So let me give you a phrase I would love, love, love for you to adopt immediately. Replace "don't mess up." Have you said that to yourself? Don't mess up. Replace that phrase, "don't mess up," with "let it happen." 3 words. Let it happen. Those words shift your nervous system from control to trust. And trust reads on camera as confidence. Confidence is calming to watch. Anxious control is uncomfortable to watch. Casting always chooses the actor who feels safe to watch. Not safe as in boring, safe as in grounded. Because grounded actors let moments land. Pushing is effort, landing is truth. Here is your action step for this week. I want you to pick one audition, whether it's a rehearsal or it's a self-tape, and I want you to give yourself one rule. Here it is. No planned line readings. Know your objective, know your circumstances, know your relationship, but do not plan how lines sound. Let your partner determine that. You may feel terrified the first time you try this. That's pretty normal because you're giving up control. But here's the secret. Casting does not want control. Casting wants life. Life is messy. Life is uneven. Life is surprising. Life is human. Before we close, I want to leave you with this. Overthinking is not a discipline problem. It's a trust problem. Trust your preparation. Trust your instincts. Trust your listening. Trust that you are enough without the decorating, decorating the moment. I see that all the time. Because guess what? Because actors who work consistently are not the ones who control the scene. They're the ones who live inside it. Come on now, that's another gem. If you listened to this episode very deeply and you got it, then you are well on your way to feeling more confident and more successful. And if this episode helped you, please do yourself and me a favor. Share it with an actor who tends to live in their head instead of the moment. And if you want more insider guidance, practical tools, and real world casting perspective, be sure to follow Casting Actors Cast and visit castingactorscast.com, where we help you prepare smarter, perform better, and book more. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach. Thanks for listening. Now, I want you to go out there and do your best. Live truthfully. See you next time.
From monologues to screen tests to